Guys, I've been staring at these things for a really, really long time. And I came across something. Well, two things. They're ugly, and they are way too heavy. So, in this video, I want to lighten them up and try to make them look better in the process. But if they don't look better, no big deal. But I hope they do. I hope they do. Woo! And what do we got in here? A box! Woo! We got Dimple dies. Ooh. Dimple dies to the rescue. Also known as speed holes, race holes, flared holes, or really cool holes poked in the metal. Basically, you have a male die, a female die. You drill a hole in a piece of metal the size of the nub. Stick a piece of metal between the two pieces, press them together. It creates this flare on the piece of metal. So, they're really cool looking, really nice to use. So I'm going to throw a disclaimer in here. I wanted to show the process of me figuring out the layout positioning of all the dimple dies on these plates. But these plates are so unsymmetrically symmetrical. I don't think that made any sense whatsoever. But I'm going to roll with it. That I had a hard time figuring out the positioning of the dimple dies on these plates. So I'm just kind of winging it. I threw some layout lines on there, split some differences, center punched it, and then kind of measured to see what dimple dies would fit in that area. So like I said, I'm just going to roll with these, see what we get. Hopefully they look good. If not, I'm really doing this for the weight savings aspect of the dimple dies. So on this top plate, the dimple die size and location will be 2 1/4 inches on this side and a single 1.5 inches on this side. All dimple die flares will go downwards to match the same direction as the flange that I put on this plate. The bottom plate is going to receive 2 1.5 inch dimple dies on this side, and this side will receive 1.25 inches here and 1 inch here. All flanges will go down just like the top to match the flange direction here. So a quick plan of attack or the rundown will be recenter punch all locations just to put a heavier mark on there. Install these hickmajiggies to make the doohickeys for those to operate in. One more hole to go. Crap, we need a different arbor. Wrong drawer. There we go. Woo! Oh my, look at these things. They're looking better already. I kind of like them. The hole saws do a terrible job at cutting a clean hole, so I'm gonna have to go ahead, take my die grinder, clean the inside hole out, and then I'll take my little sanding wheel, clean the exterior sides, get rid of all the burrs, and just make a nice looking hole. are going to do these. Yeah, that'll work. Only 6 more to go. I'm gonna shut you guys off and come back when I'm done. Look at those, those are freaking sweet. Ooh. Yeah. Oh yeah. That'll work. Shh. I put the oil on just for some lubrication since we're forcing metal down with metal. Oh, that in there. Need to tighten this thing. I better go all the way up. Give me. Ta-da! Looks weird, but it'll do. Nope, not there yet. Let's ruin the looks, but let's make them lighter. So here's a new setup I'm going to run. I'm going to drill all these locations out to a 1/2 inch hole and then use my 1/2 inch dimple die and dimple die them out. The outer flange part will be about where the outer circle is on there. It's really not needed. It's kind of overkill. It's going to take away from some of the looks of the plate. But I figure if I can take a little bit more weight out of this plate, I will. And there's the top plate. You can see I got some added dimple dies on there. The top plate will not look nearly as nice as the bottom plate, even though the bottom plate's not going to look that nice at all. But it's got to be done. So I got the top plate done, and I kind of goofed it up. All the 1/2-inch dimple dies that I put in here, I kind of wanted to go the opposite direction from the other ones I put in there. That way it kind of has a little bit of contrast, because I figured having all these extra dimple dies in there wasn't going to look good. I figured if I threw a little contrast in there, it might look better. Well, I kind of forgot to do it. So when I do this plate here, I'm going to make sure I do it upside down. Yeah, so-so. Done. Alright folks, here's some eye candy for you to get you prepared for the next video. But I want to thank you guys for watching, and have a good one.